Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Rock and Metal News CD review of the new Opeth. The album is Pale Communion, and it is out on August the 25th in Europe and August the 26th in North America through Roadrunner Records, and it is the 11th studio album from Opeth. This album was produced by Mikael Åkerfeldt and mixed by Porcupine Tree frontman guitarist Steven Wilson. I'm going to have to put a disclaimer in front of this review. That is that we know what Opeth is capable of, and we know that they are all amazing musicians. So it's just a matter that this album and the band are kind of going into a different direction, especially noticeable in the last two albums, which were Heritage and this one, Pale Communion. Åkerfeldt has said the best way for me to write is always to just write stuff that I want to hear myself. I'm pretty headstrong, so a few negative reactions to Heritage didn't push me in any way. That album started something new. Every record feels like part of a chain. We wouldn't have done Heritage without the previous records, and the same is true of Pale Communion. I sat down and wrote the songs like I did for Heritage, and the one before that. Heritage rejuvenated the band a little bit, and I could see a way to continue doing this band without focusing on what we're known for. We've done that for so many records that I was a bit fed up with it. Now we have a future, and Pale Communion is the continuation of that. And that is just what Pale Communion is. It is a continuation of Heritage. So if you liked Heritage, you'll probably like Pale Communion. If you didn't like Heritage, my guess is you won't like Pale Communion. This album here is a trip back to the 70s, 60s, even late 60s, early 70s prog style music. I hear on this album old Rush, old King Crimson, old Yes, old Emerson, Lake and Palmer, old Deep Purple, old Moody Blues, and even on a track almost like an old Allman Brothers Eagles type sound, almost like a old Southern rock type sound. So this has got all that type of elements in it, of course, with the Opeth touch. So get ready for a trip. Grab your water bong and your tie-dyed t-shirt, and let's get into Pale Communion. The first track is Eternal Rains Will Come. This opens up with an old organ sound similar to, like, say, God Is Dead off Heritage, and a very quick, almost jazz type drumming. It's a very dynamic song. It's got fast tempos. It's got some slow piano in it, very moody, nice, tasteful guitar, very 70s prog sounding. The vocals are all clean. Åkerfeldt does sound great. His vocals are really good. And again, there is no growling on this album. All vocals are clean through all tracks. There is one instrumental. Number 2 is Cusp of Eternity. This is the first single that they released off the album. Vocals all clean. Vocal phrasing is great in this one. I really like this song, actually. More of a straightforward track, this one, with some nice layered backing vocals. It really adds to the track. Some really interesting guitar effects used throughout, and some great solos at it, especially near the end of the track. Number 3 is Moon Above, Sun Below. The groovy drum beat opens this track up. It's got lots of soul in the vocals. This track here has some vocal effects throughout that try to make the vocals sound a little heavier in parts, but definitely not growls. They just use some vocal effects to make the vocals seem a little heavier in different areas. This track has a very catchy chorus to it. It's a very dynamic track. It moves from medium tempo to very slow. There's some real nice, tasty guitar riffs in it. And there's just some great vocals and some nice solos in this track. Some old 70s vocal overdub sounds in it, almost like the Moody Blues did. So it's an interesting track. I think that the first 3 on the album are my favorites. The fourth song is Elysian Woes. This song opens up with a very subtle picking guitar and some vocals very slowly building tension. The drums kick in and keep pretty much a simple rhythm. The vocals and the lyrics are the highlights of this track. This one again almost sounds like some really old Moody Blues type stuff. And number 5 is Goblin. This one is an instrumental. Has some old school keyboard. It's lots of keyboards in this one. Pretty keyboard driven on this instrumental. Kind of reminds me of an old episode of, say, the Streets of San Francisco soundtrack, or maybe like some old music from, Dirty Harry Clint Eastwood movie or something like that, where Clint chases the bad guys down the streets. It's just got that old sort of real 70s feel to it. So it's and that one is an instrumental. Number 6 is River. This one here has acoustic guitar and some layered vocal harmonies to start this off. This one here, we have a mix of, it almost reminds me when they first start off like some old Eagles or some old Allman Brothers, Moody Blues type harmonies. It's almost like a 60s, 70s crossover sound. It has like a southern rock feel to it. The guitar work is very good and soulful, just really nice, and there's so much feeling on this album. It's not really heavy, but there's a lot of feeling in it. It has an old organ sound, again, from like the 60s, 70s. This track moves you a bit in some parts. Kind of winds you around, and near the end there's some real highlights. Near the end of this song is some of the highlights of the album as they move into some instrumental work and some really nice guitar. Number 7 is Voice of Reason. This one here has some nice offbeat drumming as it gets the track going. Some nice vocal phrasing on this one, and some real interesting key fills on this sort of off time, and there's some real nice organ runs on that track. And number 8 is Faith in Others. This one here starts off with the keys and almost like a real jazzy, light jazz style drumming. Begins the track. And the track is the vocals and the vocal phrasing, very slow, almost like melancholy feel to it. And it carries on. It moves to some really slow piano, and to tell you the truth, guys, I didn't finish the review on this track because I kind of fell asleep. It just kind of mesmerized me to a point where I kind of nodded off. But overall, the new Opeth, they are definitely moved into something new. They are not doing any of the growling heavy stuff anymore. They are really into, from what I can tell in the last album, and especially this one, they're really into the old late 60s, early 70s prog stuff. And you'll hear it all over the album. So if you're into that, you'll like it. If you're not, I don't think you will. So this is Ron. Let us know. I really, really want to know what you guys think of this album. So this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News. Thanks for tuning in.